Matthew 7:26. Kai pas ha akuon mutus lagus tutus, kai me poion autus, homoiothesetai andri moro, hostis, okadamesan autu tein oikian epitain amon. Here Jesus warns, and I want you to see how this article here is governing this participle, and it's governing these participle. We have a gigantic subject there. This person, all this person here, is like a foolish man. So let's pick up here at the beginning. And everyone who hears these words of mine and doesn't do them, right? That's one person. Everyone who hears these words of mine and doesn't do them. Notice how the participle there, poion, is negated with me. That person will be like, right? There's a theta there, will be like a foolish man, a moron man who built his house upon the sand, right? How foolish to build your house upon the sand. Let me just warn you and me. Let's hear this. We're hearing the words of Jesus, but are we going to be people who do them? Are we going to build our houses, spiritually speaking, upon the rock or upon the sand? Let's look at a verb here. It's very similar to the structure we saw above, but we didn't take time earlier to look at okadamesan. And you see that lengthened vowel at the beginning? Yes, that originally began with an omicron. It actually began with an omicron iota. Oikadameo, to build. And you look at what we have there. We begin with the omicron iota, and what's going to happen when that makes the aorist is the omicron will lengthen to an omega, and the iota will subscript. And that's what we have right here. The omicron has lengthened to an omega, the iota has subscript. Also notice this is a contract verb where the last letter of the stem is an epsilon, alpha, or omicron. And what happens when we have a tense formative come into that? When we have a sigma coming into that, what happens is that will lengthen to an eta. And see over here we have that lengthening. We have that epsilon lengthening to an eta. Then we have our tense formative, that sigma there. You have an augment, or you have a lengthened vowel in lieu of an augment. You have a sigma. Of course, this is going to be an aorist. This is an aorist active indicative. It's a third person singular ending. He built, and we'll pick up this relative pronoun here, right? It's like a foolish man who, translate that hostis is who built his house upon the sand.